You know what's strange? We live in a time where peace feels rare. Everyone's searching for it, but no one seems to find it. People read books about mindfulness. They buy crystals. They follow meditation influencers. But peace still slips through their fingers. And yet, over 1400 years ago, the Prophet Muhammad gave us the real formula, not through complicated rituals, but through small, everyday acts of the Sunnah. Simple, gentle, but powerful enough to heal a heart. Today, let's remember 5 forgotten Sunnahs, 5 timeless habits that could change your life and fix 90% of your stress. Sunnah 1. The Prophet said, "Whoever believes in Allah and the last day should speak good or remain silent." Silence, something so simple, yet so rare. We talk all the time. We post, we comment, we argue, we react. We fill every quiet space with noise. But silence isn't emptiness. It's medicine. It's clarity. Psychologists say silence helps lower cortisol, the stress hormone. It slows your heartbeat. It allows your brain to reset. When you stop talking, you start listening. And when you listen, you start healing. Silence gives space to thought. It protects your energy. It saves you from words you'll regret. The Prophet mastered silence. He spoke only when it mattered, and every word he said healed someone. Sometimes peace doesn't come from what you add, it comes from what you stop saying. So the next time you're tempted to respond, pause, take a breath, and remember, even silence can be Sunnah. Sunnah 2. Your smile for your brother is a charity. That's what the Prophet said, and maybe you've heard it before, but have you ever really thought about it? A smile, it costs nothing, but it can lift someone's entire mood. Science says smiling triggers dopamine and serotonin, the same chemicals antidepressants try to boost. In other words, your smile is therapy. For you, and for the person who receives it. And Islam turned that tiny act into worship. You're not just smiling. You're giving charity. You're spreading warmth in a cold world. Even the Prophet smiled at people who disliked him. His smile wasn't just happiness, it was compassion. So next time you walk into a room, smile. Not to fake joy, but to create it. Because maybe the person in front of you is fighting a silent battle, and your small smile becomes their reason to breathe easier today. Sunnah 3. Gratitude. The Prophet thanked Allah for everything. A sip of water, a small meal, even a breath. He lived in constant Alhamdulillah. We, on the other hand, live in constant comparison, always looking at what's missing, always scrolling through what others have. But here's the truth. Your life doesn't need more things. It needs more gratitude. Modern psychology calls it the gratitude effect. People who express daily gratitude sleep better. They feel more hopeful. They handle pain with more patience. Every time you say Alhamdulillah, you're literally rewiring your brain, teaching it to see light instead of darkness. Try this tonight. Before you sleep, list 3 things you're thankful for. They don't have to be big, just real. Like, I woke up today. I had food. I laughed. That's the Sunnah. That's healing. Because when you thank Allah for what you have, He promises to give you more. If you are grateful, I will surely increase you. Qur'an 14:even. The more you say Alhamdulillah, the more blessings you'll notice. Not because life got easier, but because your heart finally learned to see. Sunnah 4. Sleep early. Wake up early. Pray Fajr. Simple, right? Yet this is one of the most forgotten Sunnahs today. The Prophet disliked staying up late after Isha. He valued rest. He valued balance. Today, we chase productivity. We stay awake till 2 a.m., scrolling, streaming, thinking, and then we wake up tired, anxious, and numb. Science now tells us your brain cleans itself best between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. That is the time your mind resets. your body heals, your soul recharges. But that's exactly when most people are still online. When you follow the Sunnah sleep pattern, you're not being old-fashioned. You're aligning your body with nature, and waking up for Fajr, that's not just prayer, it's purpose. The air at Fajr is filled with peace. Your heart feels lighter. Your thoughts are clearer. It's divine energy, free every morning. Praying Fajr gives your day structure, focus, and serenity. You start the day connected, not to your phone, but to your Lord. It's a small change that transforms everything. Sunnah. 5. Forgiveness. The hardest sunnah to follow, but the one that frees you the most. The Prophet forgave people who hurt him deeply, people who insulted him, people who fought him, and still, he chose mercy. That's strength, not weakness. Forgiveness doesn't mean you approve of what happened. It means you refuse to let it control your heart. Science agrees. Forgiveness lowers blood pressure, reduces anxiety, and boosts emotional health. Holding a grudge feels powerful, but it's just pain disguised as pride. The truth, you don't forgive because they deserve it. You forgive because you deserve peace. Every time you let go, you make space for light to enter. And Allah loves those who forgive, because forgiveness is the language of the prophets. If you want Allah to forgive you, learn to forgive others. Now think about this. Silence, smiling, gratitude, rest, forgiveness. 5 sunnahs, 5 doors to peace. They're not ancient rituals. They're timeless psychology, spiritual self-care. And the Prophet didn't teach them to make life harder. He taught them to make life lighter. The world says you need more money, more success, more noise. But the Sunnah says you already have enough. You just need to notice it. Try it. This week, pick one Sunnah. Start small, practice silence, or smile more, or say Alhamdulillah every morning, or sleep early and wake for Fajr, or forgive someone who doesn't even know they hurt you. Do it for Allah, and do it for your peace. Because true happiness isn't found in new things. It's found in old sunnahs that still work today. The Prophet said, "I have left among you 2 things. If you hold fast to them, you will never go astray. The book of Allah and my sunnah." Peace isn't outside you. It's in remembering what He taught. So close your eyes, take a deep breath, and whisper, Alhamdulillah. Because even remembering these sunnahs is a blessing.